very good morning and warm welcome students to your English class. Today we will be studying chapter 2.3 The Worm. This is a poem and this is the part 1. As you can see in this pic, you can see a lot of animals, right? Now these animals are made by God. God made the animals. He also has made the worm. And God has given some work for the worm too. Let us see how the worm helps us in this poem. Let's do an activity, children. Now I want you to identify these insects firstly. Then you have to tell me what they do and how do they help man. This one is a dragonfly. Now a dragonfly eats mosquitoes and flies and it controls unwanted insects. Next one, what is this? This is a honeybee. The honeybee provides honey and helps in pollination. Next one, what is this? These are ants. Yes, ants turn and aerate the soil. They help in seed dispersal. Next one, we'll come down with, what is this? This is the spider. It's a big spider. So what it does, it eats the insects. This is a big one. Next we'll go to this insect. This insect is a caterpillar. What does the caterpillar give us? Yes, it gives silk thread with which we can make silk clothes. And lastly we come to this picture. These are earthworms, which we are going to talk about in this lesson, about worms, right? Now what do? They loosen the soil and it helps the farmer in farming. They are called the friend of the farmers. They loosen the soil. Okay, so now let's go to the next part. We will learn about the poet now. The poet's name is Thomas Gisborne. Thomas Gisborne was born on 31st October 1758 and died on 24th March 1846. He was an English Anglican priest and poet. He who fought for the abolition of the slave trade in England. He wrote 2 books. One is Testimony of Natural Theology to Christianity. In 1818 he wrote this. Secondly, he wrote the Considerations on Modern Theories of Geology in 1837. And this is a picture of Thomas Gisborne. Now you know about the poet. Now let's go to reading of the lesson. Let's read the first and second stanza of this poem. I want you to watch and read along with the reader.
Let us recite the poem. Turn, turn thy hasty foot aside, nor crush that helpless worm. The frame thy scornful looks deride, required a God to form. The common Lord of all that move, from whom thy being flowed, a portion of his boundless love on that poor worm bestowed.
So you have read the first and the second stanza. Now we will go to explanation. Let's see the explanation of the first and second stanza. Children, listen attentively to the explanation of this first and second stanza.
Welcome back to Alpha Active Learning. Standard 8 English. Let's go. Topic 2.3 The Worm by Thomas Gisborne. Thomas Gisborne, born on 31st October 1758 till 24th March 1846 was an English Anglican priest and poet. He was a member of the Latham sect who fought for the abolition of the slave trade in England. Children, during those times, like how we are selling the commodities, the human being was sold like a slave. So he has fought for this, a very good human cause. And today we are going to see a poetry which also emphasis on the humanity. You have observed many creatures like this. The one is dragonfly, the second is honeybee. Oh, ant might have bite you sometime. This is the earthworm, especially in the rainy season. Spider, I think everybody has one or the other time seen in the house. And the caterpillar. Now children, tell me, the moment you see all these things, what is your response? Oh, my God, you may fear. Oh shit, you don't like this. You say yuck. And somebody will be worried. And there are some naughty child, they will make fun of this, they will handle this thing. Right? So now, this is a general reaction when we see these insects. But they are also living beings like us. Do you know, children, each of these insects are very useful to us. No doubt. Somebody may bite us, but the usefulness is also there. Dragonfly eats mosquitoes and flies and thus control unwanted insects, making our environment clean. Ants turns and aerate the soil and help in seed dispersal. Honeybees provide us honey and it helps in pollination. Earthworm loosens soil. He is a friend of farmer. Spider eats insects. Caterpillar gives silk thread. Now each of these insects, unless you harm them, they are not harmful to you. Right? So, the poet, when I have observed this type of the insect and human behavior, a thought came in his mind and he wrote a poem, The Worm. Turn, turn thy hasty foot aside, nor crush that helpless worm. The frame thy scornful looks deride, required a god to form. The common lord of all that move, from whom thy being flowed, a portion of his boundless love on that poor worm bestowed. Let's understand. Here, the poet wants to say that turn, turn thy means your, hasty foot aside. Hasty means in hurriedly, in carelessly you are not looking and you are keeping your foot on a worm. So, nor crush that helpless worm. The worm is helpless. He cannot fight with you. Even he can't see you. Right? So, is a helpless worm. The frame that scornful looks deride. Scornful means filled with hate. And deride is also express hatred. Now, we have made up our mind that all these insects are maybe they are harmful to us. Maybe they are poisonous. Maybe they bite us. Or maybe, oh, how ugly they are looking. They are just, irritating. And you feel disgusting. You feel yuck. This is all our mind frame for this. And so we express our hatredness the moment we look them. But remember, they are also the creation of God. The common Lord of all that move. The common Lord means here the God. So the God who has created everybody that is moving, that is living. So which are they? Plants and animals. So even human being is an animal. From whom thy being flowed, a portion of his boundless love on that poor worm bestowed. So here, the bestowed means given as a gift. So remember, it is the blessings of God. It is a love, a boundless means a love which do not have any limit. So the way God has created you, the way God is loving you, the God has created this creature worms and every living thing, their life is also a gift from the God. Clear? So, here children, aside, deride, worm, form, move, love, flowed, bestowed. These are the rhyming
words. So students, you have understood the first and second stanza very well, isn't it? It was very interesting and I am sure you all liked it. Right? Thank you.